Now in chemistry we'll start with the carbon dioxide cycle, that is carbon cycle, how this cycle takes place, and what are the different consequences by this carbon dioxide are present in nature, actually balanced for that purpose. So let's start with the carbon dioxide cycle in nature. So we will start with the carbon dioxide cycle. Carbon dioxide is consumed and produced in many natural and man-made processes. The average concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere remain constant at about 0.03% by volume. This shows that there exists a balance between the consumption and production of carbon dioxide. The complete pathway showing the consumption and production of CO2 is called the carbon dioxide cycle. So if we see the description of various processes or phenomenon involved in carbon dioxide cycle, first starts with the removal of atmospheric CO2 due to photosynthesis in plant. There is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O change into C6H12O6 plus 6 O2. Due to chemical fixation of CO2 in seawater and sediment, there is H2O plus CO2 change into H2CO3, COH whole twice plus H2CO3 change into CaCO3 plus 2H2O. Then CaCO3 plus CO2 plus H2O change into a CaHCO3 whole twice. Addition of CO2 in the atmosphere, that is from the burning of fuel such as wood, coal, petrol, natural gas, diesel. C plus O2 change into CO2, CH4 plus 2O2 change into CO2 plus 2H2O. So these are the addition of CO2 in the atmosphere takes place, and also petrol and diesel if we see, then O2 also used and change into CO2 plus 2H2O. During the manufacture of alcohol by fermentation, then C12H22O11 plus H2O change into C6H12O6, that is glucose, and also C6H12O6, that is fructose aqueous, and in the presence of invertase enzyme. In case of glucose, that is C6H12O6, also in the presence of gymase change into ethanol to C2H5OH plus 2CO2. During respiration by humans and animal, the exhaled air during breathing contains large quantity of CO2. This CO2 is produced during respiration in the body. For example, if we see glucose during respiration get oxidized to CO2 and H2O, that is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 change into 6CO2 plus 6H2O. It is the process of respiration. So plant respire during a night, during respiration plant take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. We all know this one. In case of a chemical industry, if you see, and then also the decomposition of carbonate and bicarbonate, that is heating CaCO3, that is limestone, to obtain the CaO, that is CaCO3 change into CaO plus CO2. Heating hydrogen carbonate or bicarbonate, that is of certain metal, to obtain the corresponding metal carbonate. 2NaHCO3 change into Na2CO3 plus CO2 plus H2O. So during the natural decay of organic matter such as dead plants and animals, also CO2 also released in this process. So if we see in the process that plant actually uptake CO2, then animal, human also taking the CO2 change into O2, then CO2 in the atmosphere comes out, then petroleum burns, then carbonate and sea, ocean, water, all are releasing this CO2. Then actually then again it is used up by the photosynthesis and also released oxygen. So these are the way in diagram also you will see how the carbon dioxide cycle takes place. So today up to that, next we will start with another topic.